Malachi Toney's been so fun to watch all year. I think this is the only true freshman I've made a video for every single game. And honestly, he's one of the easiest players to make a video for, the way that he gets after it, not only as a wide receiver, but as a blocker as well. Just a very high-energy football player every snap. Honestly, if I wanted to, I think I could make Malachi Toney quarter highlights, right? Versus Florida State first quarter, second quarter. I think those videos would do pretty well. Anyways, we're going to take a look at what he did against Florida State. What's really exciting is, as an 18-year-old now, he turned 18 this couple weeks ago, the way that he's playing on these highest stages in college football. Week 1 against Notre Dame, the whole world was watching that. He was still 17 years old. We're watching him against Florida State, obviously very rich tradition, the rivalry between Miami and Florida State. And he showed out again as a wide receiver and as a blocker as well. So we're going to take a look at this. I think this is the second possession of the game. Watching this live, the announcer was talking about the way that he just knows where the sticks are. Look at the way that he just kind of, just so you know, I don't have a pointer right here. The first down marker's at like the 34-yard line, so right before that white line. And look at the way that once he gets past this crosser route, whoever that is, CJ Daniels, look at him right now. He's not at the first down marker, right? Just because of the way the spacing works on these crossers here. He has to be in front of this dig or whatever. But look at the way that he just kind of shifts backwards here, knowing where the sticks are. That's not even looking at the sticks right now. That's just pre-snap, understanding exactly where on the field he has to be. Look at how he just kind of shifts back. I think you can see it a bit better when we watch it through. But once he crosses there, look at, he just gets depth that way, and he's at the first down marker. 18-year-old, very, very impressive slot receiver stuff from him. Just the understanding of that. So this is a touchdown here, just very under control. The dude has long speed as well. What we've been seeing a lot, it hasn't necessarily been him taking the top off of the defense. It's been him with the ball in his hands and how dangerous he is with the ball in his hands. And we're going to see that again later. But he's got some serious long speed in his back pocket as well, the explosiveness. Going to be very excited to see what he runs at the combine in a couple years, because obviously I think he's going to run pretty fast. Now this one ends up getting called back for an illegal procedure, but again, this is one thing. If you're going to be a defensive coordinator in college football, this was a broken play. Obviously Florida State's not trying to give Malachi Toney this much space, but look at the amount of green on the screen right now. If you want to stop Malachi Toney, you can never be in a situation where you're giving this much space to him, because, this is going to be a touchdown 90% of the time. And then, this is what we've been seeing, just how dynamic he is with the ball in his hands as a slot receiver. A lot of this stuff, usually he has this much space, at the line of scrimmage on these bubble screens. If you're giving him this much space, 50 yards down, 30 yards downfield, it's going to be a touchdown every time. Ended up not counting. I think we'll count it. It might not have counted in the box score, in the King Cold box score. We'll count it as a touchdown, but this is the other touchdown. Kind of a similar situation. Look at the amount of green on the screen right now. It's like Malachi Toney's taking up maybe 10% of what we have on the screen. Can't be in a situation like that. Or a little, I don't think he took a great angle on this. But, again, just the change of direction ability that he has in the open field. Not even just the athletic ability, but kind of that football sense to know where to cut, when to cut, all that kind of stuff. Not only a great athlete, great football player already as a young 18-year-old. This dude turned 17 a couple weeks ago. And this is the one blocking highlight that I'm going to have from last weekend. So far this season with Malachi Toney's blocking, it's kind of been like the blindside Michael Orr, him just, driving the D-back into the bleachers. We didn't see that on this one, but this was a really good job of him just impeding this cornerback here, because that's a big block. And this ends up going for a gain because Malachi Toney got out there. Did his job. That's all I want. That's all we want, is to do his job. But that was Malachi Toney against Florida State this week. We've been watching him all season, and we're going to keep watching him, not only his true freshman year, his sophomore year, his junior year, and then we're probably not going to see him his senior year. We're going to be talking about him in the NFL. So if you want a place to kind of store all your thoughts on Malachi Toney, please check out we-draft.com. Kind of lets you just give him a round grade, and then also write down what you think he does well, what you don't think he does well, and if you want to put an NFL fit in as well. Please check that out. I really appreciate you guys watching.